So he acted.
Yeah, okay, whenever you're ready.
Bye.
A lot of hours to go.
Still haven't punched any caffeine, James. How much are you on? Can anyone?
Yes, right.
That feels good. Thank you. That feels quite good. That pace.
Yeah, good. Very good.
Yeah. No, I know. I'm
It should stay relative. How long do we want to give him?
I still think, when we were talking about Tresemino, I watched the footage back, I was awful. Yeah, I was like, doing great, buddy. So
Good.
Are you here tonight?
Yeah, we are.
Oh, I'll see you through the night with it.
Oh, maybe I will.
That would be epic. And then pizza o'clock. When does the helicopter with ice cream get here? Day 3? Oh my god!
Let's go.
Look at going! Here she is!
Finally.
Queen!
I came for the start, but I've 2 night shifts and then coming here. I needed a nap, okay?
Sounds like an
It's
excuse,
hard
that
work being
does.
a hero. Right, okay, I'll go and get you some bread.
Legend! It's that point. My tongue. Can you see, James? It's bad.
It doesn't look great.
Oh. I feel like I've licked a desert. Licked a camel. I'm flagging right now a little bit. I think we're like 17k in. We needed a hero, and one has arrived. So Martin's just got in. He's epic swimming next to him as well. First Olympic gold medalist in 10k. His story is like immense. He's such a legend. Basically, one of the world's best swimmers open water. Was diagnosed with leukemia, took time out, then just came back and just absolutely smoked everyone. Olympics, like 25 world champs, and I'm swimming next to him. It's just poetic. Look at him. I take about 8 strokes to his 1. It's immense.
More importantly, get in the pool.
I know.
We will go to the bakery, but only when you get in the pool.
Oh, that's so good.
Good, yeah. We were
so
stood there, weren't we?
good.
All like, which kind of bread should we get?
Oh, that's a treat. You had red eyes this morning.
I know, I was tired. But, you
You're
know,
a hero.
too many people setting fire to too many things.
In training camps, you just basically like get calls out, just saving fires, like making the national news, like fires like on buildings, like nuclear. She's just jumping in, saving it. No sleep, and then we'll just jump in and be like, "What we got today? 30k." I'll be like, "Please." She goes, "Fine." She swims. She's a beast.
Well, what can I say?
Are you out here?
Is that good?
Oh yeah, the feet are looking a little bit squidgy.
Are they?
Yeah, a little bit.
How are you? How are you? Lovely to meet you. I'm a huge fan of your work. Really good. Are you the person who owns all the records at Stockport?
Someone else.
Oh, bloody long. Quick.
It's a bloody head.
Lauren Gridley! Lauren Gridley's turned up!
You can have another bagel in, another 20k.
Getting in, James.
Yeah.
400 milligrams caffeine. How much have you had?
2 monsters, so.
Oh my god. Why have you done more caffeine than me? And I'm swimming.
Not yet, right? Not yet.
9-1.
I am 2.4k away from a dry bagel. Emphasis on the dry.
How much?
To be fair, I did 2k this morning, so technically doesn't count. Okay.
No.
Don't do that.
That was disappointing. I didn't get aboard when I did.
I was going to say, how'd you feel?
I feel a little bit cheated, if I'm honest.
Right there in front.
40k!
145.
Oh yeah, I've seen that before.
Yeah.
On the other side as well.
Yeah. Oh. Wow.
Just aged.
Look out really seriously.
Can't now, can I?
We're back there, is it?
I'm
We're
proud.
about to hit 50k, and it is before midnight.
Before midnight.
Before midnight.
50 kilometres. That is incredible.
Thanks guys.
Get your ass out.
Don't go.
Yeah, well,
Thank you so much guys. Thank you.
shoulder.
Yes. I've been swimming 3 hours?
3 hours, yeah.
Yes, I was getting started.
The real thrill getting in now. It's what we've all been
Where?
waiting for.
Yeah, I'm not breathing that heavy at all.
Right, okay.
Yeah, it's just the shoulder.
Well, we're here all week.
The energy, family. What do you think if you feel this on the shoulder? Anything in there?
Serious documentary here.
Alongside
Oh, yeah.
the meds and things, just to
Good job,
keep
Ross.
it.
Good job.
Imagine
Come on, big boy.
Thank you. That's so good. My pizza's drowning. No. The real swimmers under their smashing heat. I need to learn how to do backflip.
We pivoted, right? And the pivot worked, so just keep pivoting.
When I was swimming, I was like, where's Lauren?
I
wanted to see my backstroke.
Listen, I'm here with burger and chips. What have you done?
Where have you been then?
Burgers and
Went to get him
backstroke.
burger and chips.
What, for 4 hours?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, well, you've been
Doing. Oh, that's good.
girthy burger that.
I used to do that at the Olympics.
Just about talent. Oh, that is painful.
Like this.
Yeah, I think just get so forward. Up, 100K!
Not just the cameraman, but also
That way when I sit
Please never stop exercising.
Red and green pepperoni with some basilicum and tomato on top.
You have to eat. How are you? Hey, how are you, buddy?
It's got your ice cream
Oh, you're kidding. For me?
Yes! Especially
Oh, you are my hero.
Yeah!
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you.
It's really dirty.
No, I don't mind.
It's eyes.
Oh, you're a legend.
He's my son.
I love him.
Yeah.
I promise you that
Oh.
you do the rec-
That's so good.
Yeah.
So he's doing amazing. He's honestly, he's doing fabulous.
We started real early this morning. Got a few hours of sleep at the hotel, and Ross wanted to be here, you know, sort of in the 4 o'clock hour, so we get to start back chipping away at what he's trying to get to. And he was going strong. We got about 5K in, and then just hit a wall. And what I told him is it's his body just telling him he needs to rest. So he's been struggling with sleeping, so we have him just over there in a little safe house.
Nice.
And he's resting. So.
Okay, so this probably looks a little bit weird, and that's because it is weird. But basically, been consulting with Chris's genius, and I think when you're preparing for really long swims that exist outside of the realms of conventional sports science, you just have to do things that are just like not ordinary, outside of normal protocols. So essentially what we've done is we've swam around 140 kilometers in 3 days, eaten quite a lot, 40,000 calories, a lot of ice cream. And now we're training biceps with occlusion training. Reason being is during the 140 kilometers, within that kinetic chain, how the muscles, joints, everything work cohesively together, my right bicep was kind of like, we're not entirely happy, Ross, which is probably understandable because I asked quite a lot of it. So what I decided to do is lower the volume today, hit the weights room, train biceps, and basically do whatever Chris tells me. Chris, is that a good explanation? Did I?
Yeah. No, and I think what we could see here with Ross is you see he's very vascular, he's doing an isometric hold, and we actually did a rough calculation that in the 140K, he probably, again, give or take a couple arm strokes. So when we think of how we're going to recover from that, we have to lower the load, but we have to keep the metabolic stress. So how we do that is using Katsu. So Katsu is a very sophisticated Japanese modality where we actually modify the blood flow. So it's almost even more advanced than including the blood flow. It's actually enhancing the blood flow, certainly also here to his biceps. So we're actually feeding nutrients. It's like fertilizer right now for that bicep and fertilizer for his whole body because it's systemic. So the Katsu bands right now are inflating, deflating, and it's almost like an organic pump. So we're turning Ross into his own recovery pump.
Love that. Chris, this is what I love as well. So for those watching, when you look at the 140 kilometers, basically just Chris was there, like every calorie, consumption of caffeine kilometer. You're almost like if Aristotle was an Olympic swim coach, that would be Chris. And what's been amazing is since sort of reverse engineering and deconstructing some of the big swims that have come ahead, we were just saying you need this level of adaptation. It's brutal. My body is just like, it's buckling at the seams, it's creaking, it's complaining. But with all that said, it's needed if we're to try and attempt something. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, no, it's, so Ross has put a tremendous amount of stress on his body, but it's not, you can't just stop, right? It's, you have to keep the body reminded that all that work we did, and we talked about it together, we talked about it with other, from our team, that, you know, it's like depositing it in the bank, and we don't want to cash out, right? We want to hold it in there and keep earning some interest. It's sort of the analogy I use. So that interest is low training, get back in the pool, swimming some, and keeping in like zone 2. You know, zone 2 is actually, a lot of people will talk about it being where you can go for a jog and still talk. Did a little zone 2 running this morning. I'm not quite in the shape of Ross, so my talk was a whisper. But yeah, so zone 2 right now for Ross, especially swimming, because that's his end game direction, is to continue swimming.
That's what Chris said. He makes it sound much more intelligent than me.
think what's most interesting about this endeavor is what we learned. You know, after being here on post swim, we're able to really talk about it and analyze kind of where we are. My background is a swimming coach. I've been an Olympic swimming coach, but really what I consider myself is a geeky scientist. I might not look the part, but really for me, I was watching a laboratory for several days of swimming in the aquatic lab. And I think what we learned, we're still digesting and still talking about, but I only see positives. And mostly what we learned is about adaptation of training, and training for an extreme event, but an extreme human endeavor. And I think just discussing with Ross and what I know about training for high performance swimming, this is when you think about high performance swimming, you're thinking about going up in an airplane and reaching 30,000 feet. And I think what Ross did as far as swimming and adaptation is going up in the space shuttle and skimming on top of the stratosphere. So we have a lot more analysis to do on the data we collected. Really, when we think about adaptation, the physiological, the physical, and the psychological, we were able to stress all three of those. And I really think if we imagine, and I even drew it out for Ross, sort of a cartoon of how I see it, is we're pushing these three bubbles into a triangle, and when we get them inside of that triangle, we've reached a phase of adaptation, and that's what we were able to achieve here. It was a complete, for me scientifically, a success with seeing how far we can push into this kind of triangle of adaptation. So a lot was learned. We know we now have really achieved this adaptation, but now it's like, what do we do with it? And we know that maybe the more of the two-dimensional thinking physiologist, medical doctor, whatever field they come from, would say, okay, Ross, now it's rest, right? You need to rest, you need to recover, you need to take a week, 2 weeks, even a month off. However, and I'm gonna steal a little bit of Ross's own words, is he's kind of a different lab rat. And what we really feel, the team here, and talking to some of the folks here and people that have seen Ross and some of these other incredible athletic, achievements, albeit a lot of it's been swimming, but is it really swimming, or is it, I think it's more of pushing the human body in this aquatic environment to the ultimate extreme. And with Ross, he's kind of the one, I've said he's the 1% of the 1%. So if you think of, you've just been depositing all this physiological, physical, and psychological money into his adaptation bank, now we don't want to just cash out, right? We want to take advantage of it and earn some interest. That's the way I would look at it. And that interest, meaning we need to get back in. So he needs to swim. We're not going to do 10, 30, 50K, but Ross to be able to get in and swim 5,000 meters or 10,000 meters over these next days. For me, it's just continuing now that we've made this big deposit. We're just going to get a little bit of interest now on that big deposit, and that'll carry him into this next, again, incredible endeavor that everyone will learn about soon, where he's going to need that. And so rather than just cashing out and saying, all right, we're done, and then starting all over, it's exactly that. We've now got the money in the bank, and now we can build from that. And what that means, for, again, the average mouse running through the maze might get lost, but because Ross is so different, and he's going to find his way through that maze so quickly, he needs to get in, he needs to swim, he needs to move. Movement, we all know that movement is medicine. And for Ross, I think more than the average person, certainly my own self, because I haven't reached that adaptation. Could I swim a 50 as fast as Ross as an ex-swimmer? Yeah, probably. I won't do it. But I think that's exactly something that we're really excited about, is now he's going to be able to get right back in and continue his training cycle and continue profiting from this adaptation. So stay tuned.
Okay, the training camp continues. We're going for a sea swim. Basically, I put the feelers out there. I said, who wants to come for a sea swim? And an elite team answered the call. Take a look to my right. Yes, yes. So we've got Thomas. We were discussing, Thomas, you crushed a few now of the Ocean 7.
3. Yeah.
He's modest, he's an absolute beast. And then also as well, Chris, what this man doesn't know about swimming is not worth knowing, quite frankly. Olympic coach swimming, legend Jedi, ninja, wizard.
Get in.
Chris Morgan, ladies and gentlemen. Are we going to see some butterfly today?
We could. I think I could make it to just that first rock.
This is an emotional last swim at the Best Centre. This place has been amazing. Not just the people, but just the entire venue, the energy here as well. It was a brutal swim, but the support and the love was just epic. From Olympians, RAF teams, military teams, school teams, it's been amazing. I'm getting a little bit choked up. I have a real affinity for lane 10. For anyone who comes to the Best Centre, know that I've spent so much time. I can tell you every single tile on this pool. But like I said, the week didn't go entirely to plan, but that's okay because we have bigger adventures to come. Like I said, crazy swims call for crazy adaptations. So that's what we're hoping we've done here by banking that 140 kilometers initially at the week, banking what was probably another 70 kilometers throughout the week with strength sessions and technique work and some sea swims, which we didn't really count the mileage of those. Those were just kind of fun. And we also got James and Ellen there as well, which was the most important thing, getting them out of their comfort zone. But it's been brilliant. It's been so good. Like I always say, it's swimming, it's not an individual sport, it's such a team effort. I've been so lucky. Like I said, Lauren Quigley, coach, Spartan sister, Meg, physio, just kept my tendons attached. Chris, just Thomas, just heroes, quite frankly, absolute heroes. So it's feeling good. As a summary, what is weird, the theory that was that this could have been an amazing training adaptation is now supported by a little bit of data. These split times, they're just, this cruise speed is a little bit quicker, it's a little bit more comfortable. So get home, bulk up, adapt, and then bigger adventure to come. If you've liked this video, like it and subscribe, because things are only going to get bigger and weirder.